It is my great pleasure to tell you about John Stringer. John Stringer is a life teacher, speaker, Billboard charting singer-songwriter, healer, and an award-winning international best-selling author with a passion for music, community, and alignment with Source from moment to moment. He currently serves as a partner at Healing Arts Management and a host of the Alignment podcast. John speaks and performs around the world, supporting his Limitless Love and Light and Moment to Moment albums, along with his latest books, The Abundance of Vibration, A Guide to Alignment, and the award-winning international bestseller, Inside Effects, Volume 2. John is also featured as a New Thought leader in the new TV series, Navigating the Clickety-Clack, How to Live a Peace-Filled Life in a Seemingly Toxic World, alongside Joe Vitale and others. You can learn more about John's offerings, including his music and books, as well as the healing workshop that's happening today after the potluck, and his upcoming 2027 Peru retreat. You can learn all that from John at his table out there after the service. And so now, I joyfully welcome John Stringer.
So, let's take a breath together, please. Deep breath in and release. We're going to dive into gratitude. And I think that's our daughter calling. She is the only one that can get through for emergencies. You go ahead and take her. Yeah, we have just to make sure that everything's okay. And we're going to give thanks as we take one more deep breath. Releasing. Just thanks for being. Thanks for this moment together. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and go on a journey with me. And it's going to be a journey of gratitude and thanksgiving. Yes. Starting with this moment. Maybe bringing to mind whatever we can be grateful for right now. Being together, knowing that many of our friends and loved ones are here in the spiritual. We give thanks for being together in the physical, or at least the appearance of. Dancing in the shadows of our souls. We give thanks for whatever it is we can be grateful for. Maybe it's even the ability to choose, to think, to feel, to love. Giving thanks for remembering all the blessings in our lives. And as I sing this song, think of it as a prayer of thanksgiving as you meditate on gratitude. I wanna say thank you for the way you gently open my eyes.
no matter what I do. Your love is always coming through. When I look in any situation and I say yes, Great Spirit, I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes to your love. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. You've created me fearlessly and wonderfully to be your instrument. Use me, I surrender in this moment. Let me be your eyes, let me be your hands, let me be your voice. I'll give you everything I can. I say yes, yes. Great Spirit, I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And I say yes. Great Spirit, I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes to your love. And take my hands, do what you will, and take my voice, do what you will, and take my all, do what you will. Let your love flow through me. Will you join me in singing Take My Hands? And take my hands, do what you will. My voice, take my voice, do what you will. My all, take my all, do what you will. Let your love flow through me. One more time, take my hands, take my hands, do what you will. My voice, take my voice, do what you will. And my all, take my all, do what you will. Let your love flow through me. I know you know the plans to prosper me. Yes, give me hope in the future, and I say yes, I surrender, and I say yes, yes. Can you sing that? Yes, yes, and we say yes, yes, Great Spirit, we sing yes, yes, to your love, yes, yes, and we say yes, we say yes. Father, Mother, we say yes. Great Spirit, we say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Take a deep breath. Release. We give thanks for the mysteries. We give thanks for this opportunity to feel, to remember our oneness, our perfection, and our power. When you're ready, open your eyes. We will proceed with thanksgiving and welcome this moment and each other anew. This is a welcome song. There is a place in my heart where I find the truth. I find me and you. A truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See with new eyes, allow and unfold. Embrace and let go. Trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. And breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you, all that you feel and all that you know. Let it go. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. Yeah, when we unite. Oh, 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 oh. When we unite, yeah, much welcome here. You are. Can you help me sing that? You are welcome here. You are welcome. Love is welcome here. Pieces. Well, and I am welcome here. Thank you. Testing 1, 2, all right. Just making sure. So, thank you for having me. Grateful to be here, grateful to share. And I'll tell you, I usually just simply ask, what is mine to share? And I sit down and I listen and I type it out. And it takes about 20 minutes usually. And I'm always enjoying what I receive because it's a lesson for me as well. A lesson in humility of remembering we have that power to know. And it's okay to forget. I forget a lot, and that's okay in the past. Hopefully I'll remember and remember and remember frequently. But this reminder, I hope you'll join me in receiving. So it's called The Freedom to Choose, the Law of Choices and Liberation. Before we move on, I'm just going to ask that the source of life do its thing, as it always does, and that it would be humble enough to remember our power, humble enough to remember our magnificence, humble enough to remember our perfection. Call upon our guides to remove the blocks, to soothe what needs soothing, shift what needs shifting, giving thanks to the opportunity. So it is. So the reality of life is it is not always easy to see the essence. And when we are conditioned to believe what our limited conditioned thinking and even our limited senses have shown us, it's easy to miss the magic of life, to forfeit our power and find ourselves suffering rather than feeling life is a gift. Thus, the law of choices helps us remember we are indeed the creators of the quality of each moment. The first thing we often begin noticing as we're expanding is what Eckhart Tolle calls the pain body. Anybody familiar with the pain body? All right, glad. I'm not alone, right? He's not alone as well. And what I hear it as is suffering. We become aware of the ways we create suffering in our lives and begin to either continue or choose to find ways to let go. Choose to find ways to opt out of the suffering in our lives as sort of the first step to liberation, right? Anybody familiar with that? Yes, many of us know this path, so these are just little reminders. In fact, when the quality of our thinking is one of separation, one full of judgment and resistance, we find ourselves in all sorts of suffering. And eventually, suffering, this noble teacher, and yes, it is a noble teacher, it leads us to stronger and stronger desire to let go of the suffering. So many of us understand that. For anybody that's not following me, let me break it down. We love to suffer. Yes. And suffering is a noble teacher. But often when we suffer, guess what we do? We create more suffering. on top of the suffering. How do we do that? We judge the suffering. We make a suffering sandwich and just keep gobbling it up. And on top of that, we begin to think suffering is the enemy, and we resist the suffering and layer on more suffering, right? Well, guess why it's a noble teacher? Anybody know why? Besides divine order and all is well and always is, besides all of that. Why else is it a noble teacher? Because it increases the desire to opt out, right? And when our desire to opt out eclipses our desire to continue choosing suffering, what do? We seek and we find. We find ways to opt out of the suffering by seeking for the practices that work for us. Now, how do you know when you're ready to let go of suffering? Well, I asked that question of the source. The source said, you let go. Oh, that's how I know I'm ready to stop suffering. I let go of the suffering. It's like, so if you're suffering, what does that mean? It's time to let go if you let go. It may not be time yet if you're not letting go, so we seek those practices. Check this out. So next, we practice those practices that work for us, and we learn to lean on them more easily. In fact, we may go from morning practice to morning plus evening practice to practice from moment to moment, right? We may see ourselves expand in these practices that we're engaging in, and hopefully it helps us relax in the moment, expand our awareness, and remember, and begin to choose higher levels of consciousness. And again, this is like the ABCs for many of us. This isn't new to most of us, or I won't assume most of us, to many of us, right? So we're accessing these higher levels of consciousness that knows us as one, higher levels of consciousness that knows all is well and always is, higher levels of consciousness that knows itself as us and as our neighbor, as ourselves, right? We begin to access these wonderful levels that begin to bring frequencies and new thoughts of a higher quality of consciousness. My brother, was it Brent? My brother Brent today came up to me as we were talking. I said something, I don't even remember what I said, but he said, you know, I love this analogy. And he brought this higher level thought to me. I was like, wow, I really needed that. I was like, I just felt it, right? It just reminded me of the root and going back to the source and really receiving the correction of thought, as the Course in Miracles talks about, how the Holy Spirit corrects our thinking, right? Moves us away from seeing sin into forgiveness, but not a forgiveness of sin or forgiveness that there never was sin, right? It moves us into seeing things so differently and healing our minds, reminding us that all is well and always is, not only in our thinking, but in the quality of our experience now with whatever is arising. That is a very different thing than just affirming. Affirming is like the steps. It's the practice. The realization that happens as we practice and connect and integrate is knowing, right? One of my favorite scriptures, to the Jews who believed him, Jesus said, this is John chapter 8. Do you remember the often quoted scripture at football games? John chapter what? 3:16, right? For those that remember that, you could often turn on the NFL back when TV was a big thing, and you'd see somebody with a big sign behind the goalpost, John 3:16. If you went to church like I did, you knew it by heart. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, and whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life, right? What was the key part? Belief. A lot of people talked about belief. 5 chapters later, Yeshua, or Jesus, or Yeshua ben Joseph says, to the Jews who believed him, Jesus said, if you hold to my teachings, you will what? Know the truth. Why is that significant? Because people put up John 3:16, and 5 chapters later, he's talking to the people who believe him. And he says, if you hold to my teachings, you will know the truth. Belief was the stepping stone to get to realization. But how do you cross the next step? Practice. Jesus was telling them, if you practice what I'm teaching, you will realize the reality of the oneness. You'll go from belief to knowing. And until then, we are slaves. He literally said, slaves to sin. Well, as most of us know in New Thought, sin is just missing the mark, just misperception. Sin is just a missing of the target, seeing life as separate, imperfect, and powerless, limited. The target says oneness, perfection, and power. When we're seeing life differently, we're missing the mark. We're missing the reality of the essence of who we are. If you hold to the teachings, you will know the truth. The truth will set you free. Now, mind you, I spent 10 years of my life, probably longer than that actually, sort of holding to the teachings, but being in denial. Not quite there. Then I spent another 3 adamantly holding to the teachings that I thought were from Yeshua. Trying to get what I could, and I noticed it wasn't working. And I left, abandoned it all and said, forget this. Took 10 years, traveled the world, achieved all these wonderful things, and was miserable. A lot of achievement, no fulfillment. We hear that often. Jim Carrey, folk like that who talk about, I wish everybody could have everything they wanted in the world so they could realize that's not it. Right? He had all these visions, $10 million, got it all. And realized that's not it. Then what is? Fulfillment, I began to realize in my own life, was an internal thing, not an external thing. And many of us know this. Like, just a reminder. But why is it important? Because life continues to bring new opportunities that if we are not finding practices that work for us and remembering to be with them, remembering to use them to help us be actually who we truly are, then life is unfulfilling. Yeah. But if we use those practices to remember and to be present, the gifts just keep coming. And we're able to receive them without the blocks, without missing the mark, to see the perfection, to see and feel the love. When you find yourself in any situation where you're unfulfilled, maybe anxious, worried, where you're looking at the external and thinking, why? How is this divine order? When you find yourself worried, maybe for yourself or loved ones, and in those moments, sometimes I get them at night. I'm laying in bed and I'm waking or awake. And in those moments of worry or concern, using those practices to tune in and ask for assistance and knowing, and then getting the knowing that helps guide me in that very moment and tells me not only all is well, but what I need to know. Sometimes it feels like a wrestling match with old thinking, old stinking thinking. And I'm sweeping it out in wrestling, and then I finally say, help, and I'm reminded, you don't need to fight anymore. I got this. Just surrender, let me sweep it out for you. And that's enough. In fact, that's perfect. Sometimes we feel like we got to be more, further along, or, oh, I wish I had done this, or wish I had gotten this right or that right. When every step of the way has been perfect. So I'm just reminding you of the lessons that I've been given to share. Hopefully you resonate. If you don't, that's okay too. But the moral of the story is this: simply that liberation comes through transforming and renewal of your mind from misperception and limited conditioned thinking to liberation, freedom, joy, bliss, and most importantly, harmony and presence with what is. Does that mean you accept all things? Yes. Accepting them, meaning not resisting, but accepting them to see what gift they have, what possibilities they are here to bring, what realizations, revelations, inspiration, and healing. You no longer see things happening to you, but for you, right? You stop being stuck in lack and move to prosperity on all levels, seeing that the infinite love and light of life as you and through you, all around you. And it's magnificently orchestrating to serve all of who you are, all consciousness, no matter the appearance of things. All is well and always is. If thoughts do not align, then those thoughts are misperceptions that you need only let flow by like the clouds and simply choose to center, choose to align, choose differently. This is the power of the law of choices that brings you to your birthright of bliss. Dynamic bliss. Bliss in grief, in joy, in peace, uncertainty even. Dynamic bliss, yes. All life has a form of bliss if we shift, align, allow, let go, and know that the infinite possibilities we get to choose from are not only here for us to decide, but we can decide from a place of knowing that knows what is best and highest for all concerned in every moment. So I was told to tell this funny story, but I'm looking at the time, so I'm going to make it as brief as possible. Funny story. I had an interesting exchange at the airport with my wife when we were taking our carry-on bags, and I had that big guitar, and we were trying to figure out what should we do, because she was zone 1, I was like zone 5 or something like that. So we're trying to figure it out, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what, forget this. Let me just go ask the guy who works here what we should do. She's like, did you check in? That's her code word for, did I align with the source and ask? Because I get answers on demand. She's like, did you check in? I'm like, what do I need to check in for? I'm just asking the question, da, 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 da. She's like, okay, I'll check in. And I was like, go ask him. Yeah, I need to go ask him. So went and asked him. Now, mind you, in my consciousness, I'm thinking, of course I need to ask him, right? And so we talk about it a little bit more, and I'm telling her, you know, that's like asking, I wonder what time it is. Source, should I ask what time it is? Should I look at the clock? And so that was my thinking and my explanation. Lo and behold, I was making an assumption. And now I realize it. Too bad my wife's not here to hear this. I was going to surprise her. But she's dealing with something. Maybe she'll watch the replay. But I realized I was actually making an assumption when in reality, in all our ways, we can align with the source and let it direct our path. Always, without exception, whether it's looking at the clock or not, whether it's asking the staff a question or not, in all our ways, there's no exception to what we could leave to that source. I realized, wow, I was making an assumption there was an exception. Thankfully, the source corrected me. It let me know there are no exceptions. It's like, okay. So, to me, this is the opportunity for my own remembering what the new human is. The new human is those of us who are choosing to align with the source moment to moment, allowing it to direct our paths in all our ways, without exception. The new human is those of us who are letting go of the limited conditioned thinking we call personality and integrating it, not necessarily destroying, fighting, or abandoning it, but integrating it with our highest self that knows, and allowing the highest self to use the personality, not lose the personality. For everything is divine order, even that. And my wife just came back, so I can't wait to tell her that story. How right she was. You'll find out later. Yes. So, all of this to say, we have such a rich opportunity to remember together. And oftentimes it takes each other to remind us, right? Like Brent reminding me this morning of the golden nugget he shared with me. My wife reminding me of what I'll tell her about later. And we get to remind each other. In fact, today in the wonderful workshop, we'll be reminding each other. It'll be a facilitation of expanding our awareness, accessing higher levels of consciousness, our genius. And each of us will share what we're here to share. So I want to open up for the Q&A. I understand you all do a wonderful question and answer segment, so I don't know exactly how it's facilitated, but I know you do. So I'm going to stand up here and allow it to unfold as it needs to. Namaste.
And I'm just curious if you're willing to share one or two of your practices that work for you.
Thank you so much for asking, because it was in my download to share it, and I didn't, so that was perfect. So one of the practices I used last night, in fact, and as I was up, sometimes some of you may relate, you might get woken up at night, and you're like, okay, what is it this time, Source? Why am I up? And you're tuning in. I use this align, allow, let go. Align, allow, let go. Like a mantra, if you've ever heard of transcendental meditation, for example. Align, allow, let go. It was what I received in 2006 and 2007. My wife and I were sitting back to back, and we asked to speak to our guides and begin to expand, kind of like Esther and Jerry Hicks. We had heard about their story. We were seeing 11:11 all the time. I'd had a Kundalini thing going on, and I was like, okay, there's something to this. Let's try what they did. And the first thing that came out was align, align. Later, I found out it's a spiritual technology. Doesn't make, so don't try to figure out what it means, or unless you want to. But as I did it, I felt it. So that's the first thing I received. And then the other thing is the breathing and relaxing and bringing the awareness to the body, noticing where tension is, beginning to shift out of the level of meaning, because a lot of times our thoughts are at this third level of creation, the level of meaning, right? And they're patterns and codes that get triggered, traumas and blocks, all in the level of meaning. And we're thinking about the level of form, person, place, and thing, and situation. That's the fourth level, right? But underneath that is the level of sensation. So we drop into the subtler levels by bringing our awareness to our bodies and beginning to relax and let go of the tension that's connected to the monkey mind or the limited condition thinking, right? We drop into the subtler levels. We begin to relax. And that can often interrupt the pattern of the cycle or spiral downward, if you will. So those two practices help me a lot. In fact, I use them in the exact opposite order. I start with the breathing, bringing the awareness to the body, relaxing, and then align, allow, let go.